Can I ask what you're doing back here?
Sorry?
Can I ask what you're doing in the middle of the night behind Value Village?
They called us.
Called you for what?
Well, why don't you go to Value Village and ask them?
There's nothing here. It's not open.
Oh, okay.
Can I get your name, badge number?
Well, I'm going to give you a card, and then I'm going to ask you to step back over there.
Well, I don't have to. This is a public place.
Correct. All right.
So,
All right.
trying to force me to do something against my will, that's illegal.
Good night.
Looks like a waste of perfectly good caution tape, huh? Name and badge number.
Officer Hacker, 1452, sir. Sir, if you cross this line, I will arrest you, all right? You've been warned.
Say that one more time so the camera can hear it.
If you cross this line, you will be arrested.
And what, for what? What would you arrest me for? What would you arrest me for?
For exactly what this tape says. Do not cross this line.
You don't own this property.
Cross the line, sir, you will be arrested.
Unlawfully, and you'd be sued for $1.5 million. Snohomish County. So you threatened me with arrest because of caution tape.
No, I'm
You
cautioning
threatened me with arrest.
Sir, can I talk to you for a second?
What's that?
So you by all means, record.
I am recording.
So we've got a suspicious package in the back.
Okay.
So if you could, please just stay on this side of the
Why
line.
why doesn't he just say that? Why does he have to threaten with people with arrest and stuff?
Because, well, if you do cross the line, you're going to be impeding our investigation, right?
Okay.
Okay. So if you could.
And that's
please
all he
stay
had
on-
to say. That's
Okay.
all he had to say.
Okay.
So you're doing a good job by explaining what's going on, because to me it looks like he's just lurking around in the back.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen him for several, quite some time.
We got a call a little while ago about a suspicious package back here.
Okay.
So we're just back here investigating it, okay?
That's all you had to say.
All right.
Name and badge number.
Officer Express U 1413.
Okay.
Anything else I can do, sir?
I don't like his attitude. Is he a sergeant? Is he a regular cop?
He's an officer. We've got
Okay.
a supervisor coming over here.
Okay.
He's on another call right now.
Sure.
Which one are you talking to? Or which one are you talking about? Oh,
Clocker. So he did threaten me with arrest. I was not too happy with that. So that's, quite the attitude. I'm guessing he's an old timer. He's been here too long. Probably needs to retire.
I can't have an opinion on when he's going to
Well, your attitudes are a lot more.
He's got some quirks. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but you guys a lot more understanding. Laid back, understand. But this guy is quite the.
All right.
Get some socks on, man. Your feet got to be.
No, my feet don't get cold. My upper body gets cold, surprisingly. When you're from Washington, man, it's, you can just walk around this.
One chance to wear sandals, I guess, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm from Minnesota. I know the cold.
It's cold there. It's
Yeah.
really cold there.
It gets really cold.
Duluth, oh man, I heard snowstorms are crazy there.
The coldest I've been is 70 below with wind chill.
I actually heard they actually have like snowstorms. We don't have snowstorms
Oh
here.
yeah, we get blizzards. All
Yeah,
the time.
blizzards, like crazy blizzards.
70 below.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's cold. I've been in 140 and 70 below.
Yes, I've been super high, but I've not been that. That is. Wow. That's
What do you think about the attitude of the people here opposed to people in Minnesota? I heard like it's more pleasant over there in Minnesota.
So there's a saying, Minnesota nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like anywhere. Depends on who you run into. People can be assholes just as much as they can anywhere
Yeah,
else.
but
Yeah.
more likely over there. It's better,
Well, so I'll tell you. So I'm from New York, and they get the reputation.
Oh yeah, New York cops are the worst. I heard.
But my experience now, because I have family over there, and I go back a lot visit my grandma. She's real sick, and they're not assholes. They're just very direct. Like they're very, like here's what I'm thinking, bam, and they tell you exactly what they're thinking. So you
Right.
never.
They got less of a filter. They'll
Yeah,
just let
they-
it spew out.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then it's done, and then it's like it's done and over. It's okay.
Right.
And so when I go back over, sometimes it's hard for me to like, that's it, like we're done, like, and we're friends again, we're fine. It's just it is a
People here are more cold. I feel like you've heard of the Seattle chill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Seattle freeze. People here can be,
So
quite
I
the.
was stationed in Germany. I ran into a lot of that. It was the Germans were very much the same way. So when I was from Washington, moved to Germany, I was like at the same place. Like the climate's pretty much the same. The terrain,
Right.
the trees, is Western Washington anyway, and the people were very, very similar. It was a. There was a, wouldn't you get homesick being in Europe away from your family? I was like, no, it's like this. The language is different, but other than that, everything else seems just fine.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
So my wife's originally from Scotland, and that's
Oh.
the weather is very similar to
Yeah.
here. Wet, cold, wet.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, it is.
And
Scottish, they have quite the reputation, don't they?
yeah. Yeah.
You guys.
I've been to Scotland once. I mean, granted, I was there as a tourist. I went to all the tourist places, and
Yeah.
they were all super friendly. Like it was, but they all every time that I met a Scots and we were out doing whatever,
Right.
they always wanted to know about at that time American politics.
Well, they still do. Like,
Yeah, they
I talked to my wife's grandma, and she always asked about Trump because Trump and Boris are buddy.
Yeah, I was like,
So-
I try to stay out of like, I
Are you guys not fans of Trump or?
no, it's just I stay out of politics
Oh,
as
yeah.
much as I can.
I do too.
Yeah, and that was part. Me and him were both prior military.
But everyone's got a preference, right?
So-
Someone, you'd pick one over the other, right? if you had to choose?
Me personally, to be honest, I picked Trump over Hillary, but I didn't vote.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah. it
most
was,
people would.
It was I think a lot of people was kind of like, who don't we want?
I'm surprised he's getting impeached. That's a big surprise to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, he's
But I mean, he hasn't done anything different than some of the past presidents, and it's just mainly because the Democrats don't like him that they're going to try and push for it.
well, he's making so many moves so quickly that no president has done what he's done
He's-
in such a short amount of time.
He's actually getting some stuff done that he said he'd get done, and now they're
Right.
Which is weird
You know.
for us normal citizens who
Exactly.
like seeing things get done so quick. from
The wall,
politicians.
you know,
It's
the wall was
weird.
on hold for a long time until he came along, you know.
It's definitely we'll call it an adjustment period.
An adjustment.
Most of us were used to things taking a long time and
Right.
nothing really changes, and now all of a sudden it's just like
things are getting done.
And I'm not. I mean,
with
I will.
president
Yeah.
in his 3 years now,
Yeah.
where people in Congress have been there for 30 and they haven't done anything.
Right.
So
You know.
I mean, everyone's like, "Well, is everything he's done good?" I won't comment. Some's good, some's bad, right?
To me, Obama did nothing.
But it was just one of those things. It's kind of like it was definitely a big, and I kind of expected it, which for the past however many years, right? It's we elected politicians as
Right.
presidents. This is the first president that doesn't have any political background whatsoever at all, and it was just kind of a very
If you go back in history, you know, 30 years ago, it showed Trump was supposed to be, you know, president, you know. They were asking him 30 years ago to be president, you know.
Yeah.
So it's in the history, you know.
Right. And I mean, you know, I've read articles and stuff about, I don't know if I'm sure they're biased, you know, just like everything else, that, you know, everybody's saying that Trump's a racist, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, Rick,
But
do you
there's-
want to talk to the boss?
Yeah, I'd probably talk to him real quick.
He's going to be in this car over here.
Okay.
But there's been studies that have stated that, you know, Trump's done more for the minority communities than
Right.
Obama ever did in his 8 years.
It's because of the 7 countries. He banned the 7 countries, and that's what hurt him,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So,
What was your first name, sir?
rather not say.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. Okay.
Yeah, that Klocker's got quite the mouth on him for an old timer, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to retire. He's probably used to slamming people's face in the pavement, you know.
He's not. So I'm gonna. Can we turn it off for just one
No,
second?
we cannot.
So that I can tell you something
No.
personal for him.
No.
Okay. All right. Because he's dealing with some family stuff. And
Okay.
He's just found out.
Still, you don't take it out in the public.
I got you.
You know.
I understand that.
You don't take it out in the public.
Yep.
So, give your name and badge number.
Yeah, Officer Holly 1479.
Appreciate it.
He's coming out just a sec.
Sure,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
problem.
we gotta make a
Yeah,
phone call.
no problem.
What's your first name, sir?
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Is Sir fine?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
He's
No.
not leaving.
Yeah, no,
He's taking care of something.
I
and then he'll
understand.
come back
I think
in.
I met him before. He's a nice guy. I'm just surprised at that Klocker's attitude. That's quite the attitude. That's definitely people you don't want on the streets protecting the people.
Yeah, I didn't see your guys' interaction. I was somewhere else, and then
Same as, asked him name badge number just like I did you, and he got all alarmed and, threatened with arrest and stuff. You don't do that. You just don't do that,
no, yeah,
So-
for me, it's there you go.
He's just, it's just time to retire, you can tell.
Okay. I think he's going back to look at something real quick, and then I'll be back.
Okay, yeah, no problem. We got time. You guys are still driving the old police cruisers, huh?
Not. Most of us aren't. But yeah, we try to mile them out.
Right.
Because that saves money. So it still runs. And plus, I got a dog in the back of mine, so it's a little.
Oh,
bit,
your canine unit.
Yeah,
I thought you were dressed a little bit differently. Okay, yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I have a jumpsuit and stuff. So yeah, but yeah.
Canine's higher tier, right?
No, it's just it's a specialty. You get
Specialty,
special training.
okay.
I wouldn't say we're all the same rank and we're all the same.
Okay.
It's just certain different responsibilities.
So years of service matter.
What was that?
Years of service matter
Yeah,
opposed
for sure,
to.
yeah. So you have to, before you become canine, you have to be on the road a certain amount of time.
I see.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. So it's a little harder for me to. Obviously, I can't put my dog in the back of his car because there's seats back there where he's got his cage, his kennel.
Right.
So it takes a little bit longer to get new canine vehicles.
They should give you the SUV
So
because.
two of our 4 that we have canine officers have SUVs.
Okay.
The newer, and then I don't know, either next year, well, I don't know, 2020 or 2021. In theory, we'll be getting,
So they plan to eliminate all these older
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's a.
budget crisis.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to work right. Fiscal responsibility, right? You got to make sure. And the car runs fine. It doesn't break down on me. Well,
Right.
It has, but not often.
Don't you guys have like a bomb unit or something specialty?
Oh yeah, there's everything. Snohomish County. It's a Snohomish County state. Like we all like. So I think that particular unit. We have people assigned to it
Okay.
as a kind of an additional duty type thing.
Sure.
And then, but I don't know. The Everett Police doesn't
Have its own.
run it per
Okay.
se. Like they're not in charge of it.
So you have
But we
to
have
you have to
people
call them in.
But we have people who are assigned to that
Okay.
with specialty, and I think all agencies kind of contribute people.
So it depends on the threat level, something like that. If you're going to call that.
I don't want to lie or misspeak, so I don't know exactly. That's why MPO Hoag's out here, because if there's something that he thinks, hey, we gotta call this people, because we get stuff like this every once in a while, and sometimes we can tell, no, that's nothing. Other times it looks real enough to where we take the precaution, right? Because it's safety, right? You gotta
Yeah,
make sure
everything's
people,
safety. Yep. You got to
So,
take safety serious.
I mean, Good news is it's 10:30 at night, so not a lot of people out.
Right.
So yeah, it's just one of those. So I know that's what he was doing when we pulled up. He was talking to 20 different people.
I see.
Trying to figure out the right, there's policy and procedure for everything.
Because he doesn't know. Something you guys don't respond to usually.
No, he knows it. He's just got to do the.
Oh, it's like
he's got to.
there's a process involved.
Yeah, he's got to do the process.
Okay,
yeah.
I see.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that's why he's the boss, because he knows that process. He knows the people he's got to call and who he's got to notify and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah,
And-
Klocker, he was here for quite some time before you guys arrived, and he was,
Yeah, so I think initially a couple of us showed up to look at it, and then something else happened.
Oh, okay.
That required 2 of us to go deal with that.
I
and
see.
then, so we kind of, it's triage, right?
Yeah, triage.
If we're all here,
It's in
but then
process.
something comes out that, like a domestic violence situation, well, we can't just let that go on. We have to go handle that. So that was me and the other guy from Minnesota.
Right.
We dealt with that. And
Yeah, you guys are the most friendly cops I've met in Everett so far.
Oh, that's good. I'm
And
glad.
so you guys aren't from here, obviously, so that makes a difference.
Yeah, I grew up with a New York Italian mom.
There you go.
New York Italian dad, so they
You speak Italian?
no.
Okay.
My grandparents do, but they
It's going.
How can I help you?
You know, I was just filming and Officer Klocker, is it?
Klocker?
Yeah, step back a little bit.
I'm stepping right here.
Okay. He was really hostile towards
Okay.
me. He threatened me with arrest,
Okay.
and so I want to report him.
So what's your complaint, sir?
He threatened me with arrest.
Okay. What did he tell you?
He said, I will arrest you. Like, he was basically saying, like, move or I'll arrest you. And then he didn't give me any explanation. And then he put up the boundary tape and he said it again. He says, if you cross this line, you will be arrested.
Okay, so he explained why he would arrest you.
Second time.
Okay.
The second time. The first time, he was really hostile. And you could tell there's something wrong in his life, maybe something wrong in his personal life. I don't know what it is, but he's definitely got a problem. Maybe it's time to retire. Definitely not someone that you want to serve the public with that attitude.
Okay. That's
So-
your opinion.
Really hostile.
Okay.
Not my opinion. Millions of people are going to watch this.
That's fine.
So lots of comments will be
So
made.
how can I help you?
Like I said, I want to file a report on him.
Okay. I think I've talked to you before at the South Precinct.
Yes,
Do you
we
know
have.
The procedure.
You want to explain it one more time?
I'm happy to get you the formal complaint form if you wish to fill out a report.
Okay. Let's do that.
That's your prerogative there. I don't have it with me right now, and I can't print it in my car.
Okay.
So-
But you guys can print citations in your car, but you can't print complaint forms?
I can, but the printer paper that it prints on
Okay.
is a different type of printer paper.
Does it matter what paper?
Well, it's not easy for you to fill out. You can't really write ink on it.
Okay.
So if you were to fill it out,
You'd need like a marker or something.
it would,
Okay.
be, it would be an issue.
I got
So
you. I got you on that.
To accommodate you,
Right.
if you really want to go forward with this, then you need the
I definitely need to go
you
forward
need
with that
actual
because
paper.
threatening the public is definitely not something you're.
Well, he warned you that you'd be subject to arrest if you crossed
He
the
didn't say
line.
subject. He says, I will arrest you. And I said, for what? And he couldn't explain it.
He told you that if you crossed the line,
The second
you
time.
would be arrested.
The second time.
So he explained it the second time.
So are you not concerned about his actions at all? You think that he's perfectly fine in his actions?
I don't know. I wasn't here to.
Okay, well, I have it all on video if you'd like a copy of
fine.
it.
I don't need to see it.
Okay, well, I'm telling you what happened. And
So how would you like to get a copy of that form? Do you want to go to the South Precinct and get a copy?
I guess I'll have to,
Do you want someone to email it to you, or what would you?
I mean, none of your police cruisers have any complaint forms available?
No, we don't. It's not something we typically carry on us, but I'm happy to go to the South Precinct. We can fill out that or get the form for you.
Let's do that,
and then
yeah.
you can fill it out.
Yeah, let's
I
do
can't
that.
leave right now, and I won't be able to leave for a while.
Okay,
So
so maybe I could just go there and meet someone else there?
yeah, you know what? I could probably have something printed up for you.
Sure.
Just give me a few minutes. I'll make a phone call.
Okay, sure, cool.
Yeah, this was from what I haven't been out to the sticks yet. On my next one, every time I'm traffic. Everyone I talk to, like, people ask me. One of the deputies I talked to was spot on.
Okay, so at your convenience, if you want to head out now or
Sure.
head out later.
I'll head out now.
Okay.
I think,
Sergeant Carr, he'll be at the South Precinct shortly. He's going to print that form out and he'll give it.
okay. Can I have your name, badge number?
It's Officer Hogue, number 1319.
Thank you,
All right,
appreciate it.
Good night.
Have a good night. Yep. How's it going?
Good. What's up, brother?
Here to pick up a complaint form.
Okay.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Right there, brother. Card.
Right there?
Card.
Is that what you tell the judge? You point at your shirt when they ask you? Is that what you tell the
My
judge?
last name is Carr.
Okay.
Okay.
Badge number?
1376.
Okay. Are you a sergeant?
I am an MPO.
MPO? So you're acting as a sergeant.
I am an acting sergeant.
Okay. So are you aware of
Is there
sergeant?
anything else I can do for
Yeah,
you,
I'm
sir?
gonna ask you a question.
What's that?
Are you aware of the officer Klocker's activity?
I don't know what we're talking about.
I'm talking about his behavior.
What we're talking about.
His threatening people to, arrest them.
Anything about that.
Okay, well, I'm sure you've worked with them for quite some time, right?
Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Do a lot of people in your force act like that, behave like that?
If there's nothing else I can do for you, sir,
I think I'm asking you questions, and you're.
Is there anything else I can do for you criminal related?
Well, isn't it a threat to intimidate someone?
I wasn't out there for it.
I have video.
Sir, okay. So if you'd like to fill out the criminal complaint form,
Sure.
right?
Okay.
Turn it back in with your video. It'll go to our Office of Professional Standards, and they'll review all of that for you.
And is that justice or is that injustice? Because it's internally, right? So how well will the complaint be reviewed?
It will go up to our Office of Professional Standards, where it will be reviewed, all right? And they will determine what happens.
Okay. Well, we'll do that. Yep.
Have a good night.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
No, I'm just
Cool.
filming.
One love.